Hello everybody. We are here again with amazing Hana Pengu, who does cool voices, unlike me, to continue further in our super hard mode, no good endings run of Scarlet Hollow. And I'm going to load our game. Did I press the button? I did. Okay, so that we can look at our journal, because otherwise I will not remember what we picked. So our name is Streamer, and we're from Internetville, because we were very creative. And we have powerful builds, street smarts, and keen eye. Like, we pick things up, put them down, and notice all the things while lying about it, basically. And as soon as we start chapter 3, we can look at the journal for our chapter 2 choices. Yep, we saved. Continue. No. We're gonna read the recap here. Here's our Tuesday recap, right? So we stayed in the mansion. We checked on our dresser possum. We found the gross boot print in the garden, and we told Avery all about things and visited them at the diner. We walked with Stella through the woods and ran into Duke. Right? I think we did, yeah?
No, not there.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, that's the short trek through the woods.
Oh, you're right. Okay. We spoke to 3 groups of miners without being caught by Tabitha. We grabbed Wayne's mask during the confrontation and had a brief glance of him looking gross. We warned Tabitha about the teens sneaking into the mines and waited for her, which she seemed to appreciate. And then we went after the kids because we had to, and Rosalina ended up with a crushed foot. And today we get to find out what happens next. All right. We ready? Okay. I'm getting like weird starts and stops in the music. Is that just me, or...
Here. Let me look at
the stream doesn't say...
I'm not
doesn't...
hearing music because unknown reasons. Sometimes it doesn't play through Discord.
I wonder if it's actually my headphones being weird. So I'm gonna make them forget that they're connected to my phone.
I just switched audio to your stream and the music is pretty quiet.
Okay, yeah, it's not...
So
It's
far,
not...
I'm hearing
Okay. Like, I am assuming it's my headphones more than anything else, but yeah, disconnecting my phone from them has fixed the problem. You know, you'd think Fancy Bose technology for its cost would, like, work better, but no. Alright, so, back to stuff. Okay, so, you managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. Whoa. Where's my... What the hell is going on? Sorry. My phone decided that since I disconnected my headphones, even though it was set to no sound, it should now have sound.
I thought I heard something coming from somewhere.
Yeah, it was me talking with a delay through my phone, of course. Alright, let's try this again. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Ooh, do we want to take a shower in the gross bathroom?
Shower.
Okay.
Shower is clean. Or at least not as gross as the rest of the bathroom.
Well, yeah. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... Okay, who are we going to think about? We can think about... Oh, yeah, I mean, we can think about all the bad things too, but yeah, no, you're right. Let's think about Oscar.
We're going for a romance path. We should think of the romance option, especially since I feel like it works out well because it's like then it's like yes, we were just thinking of Oscar this morning, so that's why we decided to go hang with him. Obviously,
That's true. Do we have him as an option? Yes, the shy and handsome town librarian. Stuck in a haunted house. After his daughter's injuries last night, he probably has his hands full. Maybe you can help. And you're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Okay, we should just do all these things.
probably yeah.
First, let's check on Dresser Friend. Oh no, there are two of them now. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wave. Yeah, you wave down at the opossums. They look up at you. I think we're just gonna leave them be because
Yep.
we can't talk to them and petting them just makes them play dead.
Yep.
You've had enough of the growing family of opossums that live in your dresser, at least for the time being. You hauled your breath and approached the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. Wait, we gotta... Is something staring back at us? I don't think so. Just,
Very
just...
cottoned on to his hiding place last time, so he's got a new one probably.
That's true. It's the same view. Alright. Turn back to the guest room. Let's see if the doll moved. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? No, it hasn't. Okay, good.
Some
Creepy.
dyslexic keen eye is like, no.
It's totally where you left it. That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. Alright, we should message the group chat, right? Yes. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika.
Kind of like the last one.
I
The first one, maybe?
I think the first one. Morning, how are you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Okay.
You don't really need to text them.
No. You've done everything you've wanted to do up here. It's time to start your day. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress-eating ice cream for breakfast. Okay. Okay, none of these are...
I mean, introducing ourselves to Janie doesn't.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, my first instinct is always to see if there's anything that's got a trait attached to it.
Oh, right.
Right? Just to, because that's usually the right thing to do. But yeah, let's introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Streamer. Do you want to be Janie?
Okay. Gosh, I never did figure out a good voice to do for Janie, so I'll just read her normal.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm Janie, just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know? Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Streamer. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose.
I'm gonna go with it's, I think.
Sure.
It's...
All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's... Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again?
Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Uh,
Second or third?
yeah, I'm trying to decide whether, like, it's better for our relationship with her to actually ask her how it's going or to ask about Rosalina straight up.
I don't think that'll make a huge difference.
Yeah. Okay, then let's just ask about Rosalina because expect that to be very on our mind.
Yeah.
Any updates on Rosalina?
Yeah, they had to take her foot. She's lucky that's all they had to take.
Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl.
Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me.
Oh, right. We could eavesdrop on her conversation too.
Oh, that's true.
Uh, okay. I don't think lying
I
is
don't think
that
that's really a.
useful.
Yeah.
I don't. I.
Honestly, I kind of like cousin bonding time. Either that or all right, let's go.
Let's go with cousin bonding time. Yay, cousin bonding time.
I'm actually looking forward to spending some time together outside of a life or death situation.
Whoa. That's.
Yeah, she likes us.
Yeah. I don't think she's ever liked us quite this much in any of my playthroughs.
Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know.
As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot.
Oh, Streamer, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Ooh, Kenai.
Ooh, okay. Uh, just kind of like going through it.
Honestly, I'm Kenai plus Street Smart would work for me.
Yeah, do we get to do both? We probably do,
Well, it's
because
an explore, so
yeah,
hopefully.
let's try it. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time?
Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. My husband's the pastor, so a lot of my time's spent at the church and doing things for the community. Poor Daniel, he's been going absolutely stir crazy since we've moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries.
I don't think we get that option anymore.
No, not really, but
Oh well.
I guess
Um,
like I'm not religious is not the terrible thing to say.
yeah, or like maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Oh, take your time, of course. You'll be here all week after all. Just know that you can stop by the church at any time. The door is always open.
Oh, here it is back.
Yes.
Uh, I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you've got time.
Of course. Like I said, feel free to swing by the church any old time. All right, let's go. Bye, Janie. Be safe out there, you two.
You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation.
All right, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes.
Alright, let's explore. What are we doing at the general store?
Picking up tea from Sybil. I don't think it's worth going through that.
No. I don't think we need to insinuate that she's picking up pot. Um,
Either neat or not sagely, I'd say.
yeah. Oh, neat. What kind of tea?
I don't know. The kind Sybil makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is called.
Mm,
I really like the after everything that's happened line.
yeah, yeah. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand.
Exactly.
Oh, you and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you'd never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her.
Ugh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier.
Okay.
I like that powerful build gives you both options. Both the, like, healthy option and the toxic option.
Yeah. Look, oh my god, everything gives me options here. So,
Yup.
uh, this seemed like they would, be not so good. Uh, oh goodness gracious.
I'm surprised to see her let loose.
Yeah, I think that's the least terrible one. I'm surprised to see her let loose like that. She seemed so measured.
Exactly. The two of us might not get along, but it's because she's better than that. It's unbecoming.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I think we do that one.
yes.
Yeah. You see yourself in her, don't you?
There aren't a lot of people to see yourself in when you live in a town like this, streamer. We're burning daylight. Come on already.
The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home.
Good morning, you two. I hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Streamer, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute.
Again, no need.
Yeah.
Um, I'm afraid of Miles. I almost
Maybe
feel
ask
like
if Kanika's okay, or just to keep being vaguely accusatory about it. One of the two about Kanika is what I vote.
yeah. Is Kanika okay?
Of course, she just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay.
Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Okay,
Yeah.
so we can listen in before dealing with Isaacs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't gotten a message from him yet.
Oh yeah, okay. You find a subtle spot near the door to listen in.
I know it took a little longer than you'd hoped, but this was fairly short notice. In the future, please give me at least 2 months to gather what's needed. These plants aren't exactly easy to come by. Is there enough? Yes, everything should go just fine. Make sure this is all it eats for a few days. And I mean all. Put it somewhere that it can't get other food. I'm not keeping it inside. Outside then. A shed. Something enclosed. And please call me if you get confused. Don't assume you
Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Also,
Do you want to talk about that?
yeah,
Oh my
okay,
gosh. Okay, so they're talking about the goat, obviously.
obviously, yes. And the fact that it needs to only eat tea that Sybil is giving
Well, plants,
Tabitha.
not
Yeah.
necessarily tea. It's some kind of herbal blend of plants.
And it's something that's like a regular thing that's such that, next time at least give 2 months' notice. But this time
Yes,
it was
and
apparently sudden. I'm
and
sort
also
of,
Perlan ran her through it many
yeah,
times,
so
which might
expected.
mean that this was something that has to be done on some kind of regular schedule, and maybe Perlan dying threw off the timing. Either that, or my other thought was maybe this is a rare event, and it's only relevant when someone dies.
Yeah, I was thinking that it could be just like her, hello, I am the now new Scarlet heir that you are bound to entity.
Except that it wouldn't really make sense for Sybil to say next time. So maybe it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it could also just be
But also if
feeding the
it's
monster that's being kept at the estate.
I mean, right, but also like it, Sybil's indication with like give me at least 2 months warning implies that it's not actually like a regular occurrence. It's something that happens when there's need for some reason.
Right. But it also does imply that it is a something that recurs semi frequently, so it's probably not actually associated with Perlan's death.
Right.
Like it could be, we've established that there's some kind of entity in the manor. Maybe it is whatever is puppeting Wayne right now.
Maybe it's one of those like anytime a Scarlet needs to talk to it, there needs to be a specially magically fed sacrificial goat or
Or maybe
something.
the entity just needs to be fed on a regular basis.
Well, except like that would imply that Sybil would by
And
now know
there'd
the
have to be
cadence,
yeah,
right?
there'd have to be something. So it's some kind of event that happens occasionally, but not often.
Right.
And there's
Doesn't
some kind of trigger
right,
that
but
means that
doesn't
we
have
should
a
know in advance.
right, but doesn't like have a set cadence. So it's not
Yeah.
like every year on the third Monday of October or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah, and it's theoretically something that she could have up to 2 months' notice of.
right. It's just weird and we
I'd
don't
love
know
to
what it
get your
is.
thought on asking it something.
Yeah, right?
Like
Like,
maybe it's a special ritual to interact with
yeah.
entity or something similar related to Scarlet
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah. You know what? I like that term for it, the scarlet nonsense. Um, okay. And then somebody's walked in, so let's see who this is. Ah, yes. Or in this case, another two patrons.
Well, no, that was not my Duke voice. Oh well, I'll get it back.
You've never seen the man besides Duke before, but whoever he is big.
I can do both, by the way, because
Um,
I do them both with accents.
oh, okay, go for it. Absolutely.
If it ain't Streamer, Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness.
Um,
I kind of want to start with things have gotten worse. You'll get it
I
there.
forgot you existed, Duke. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with that
Open
too.
with that.
Things have gotten worse.
I did hear whispers about what happened up at the mines last night. So sorry to hear about poor little Rosalina. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem.
All right. Let's ask about him and then about his chicken.
Yeah, fair.
How How have you been? Are you hanging in there?
Oh, I can't complain. And not now that we know what's getting at the chickens. Them things won't so much as step foot on my property. Not with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy.
Okay, let's keep asking. How's Birdie doing?
Oh, she's hanging in there. Too bad there's no vet in town anymore. Not that I'm certain a vet could do her much good. We got her comfortable at least. We got her set up in a closet with a heat lamp and trying to feed her all her favorite foods, scrambled eggs and whatnot, but she hasn't been too interested.
It seems so weird to feed a chicken eggs.
Don't disagree. At least she's not out there in them woods.
Okay, let's keep asking. Who's Julius?
Julius Tremaine.
He practically spits the name.
Some cousin however many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land, always sneaking around and taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him, saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss, and he knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in life.
Okay. Big Betty is a pumpkin?
Sure is. Probably would have taken home at least a few ribbons at the state fair this year. Maybe even a world record if we were lucky. Ah well, my hens are more important. We'll just have to grow an even bigger one next year, Daddy. The land's been good to us. We sure grow 'em big out on the Callaway farm.
Yep. Okay. I guess let's just keep going through all of these.
Oh, I just got that as also a reference to Bo.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, no reason not to let him know.
Yeah. Those things we saw on Monday are apparently called ditchlings. They're supposed to be a bad omen.
Ditchlings? Sounds like some old folktale. Suppose that suits him. As for being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they're forewarning some kind of disaster besides look out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Streamer.
Have you seen any of them around your farm?
Yeah, we saw a few of those critters. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep making sure we can keep an eye on things. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them things away. This seems like just the kind of job for a guard dog. Now don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed, and as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it'd be me cleaning up after it. Besides, I don't have much faith those things would be stopped by a dog. I saw more than a few of them in that nest.
Let's be nice to Duke.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you, Duke.
It was a pleasure running into you, Streamer, but we'd best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm, what with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. Sorry, something just collapsed off of my desk. That's fine.
Everything okay?
Yeah, yep, nope, just a heavy item fell off of my desk, but nothing, like, breakable.
Okay.
You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It won't, but thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for the
It was
thoughts.
nice meeting you, streamer. Please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. I love that the way that I differentiate between their voices is that I think I'm actually giving them two different southern accents.
Yeah,
But
Bo is a lot slower.
Yeah, and that's just my image of him, so, I mean,
Yeah.
my headcanon for why their voices are like that is obviously Bo's mother talks more like that.
Well, I was also thinking he's like a real big lad, so I think he's the sort that's like very careful about his movements and his words, because if he's not, he's gonna just like knock everything over and like be too loud accidentally next to somebody's ear or something. Like that's sort of
I
the
just looked at him and, like, slow is definitely the cadence I picture.
yeah, very kind of like measured. All right,
Yeah.
they shuffle off into the aisle. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes.
Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. If y'all want, you can swing by. Otherwise, meet at library and figure out plan.
I think I'm good. Just had a big fight. Not really hungry. Gonna chill in my van for a while if you want to hang out though. Otherwise, see you guys at library. Your phone buzzes one last time.
This is Isaac's from the mine. You gave me your number yesterday. I'm out behind the diner if you want to talk. Yeah!
You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house.
Isaac.
Yeah, of course. And hopefully we can still do...
It's an explore if you look.
Yeah, okay.
So we should be able to talk to him briefly, have a quick chat with him, and then still do a
Right.
proper hangout.
Okay. You probably have time to slip off and hear what Isaac has to say before Tabitha even knows that you're gone. You hold the bell on the door to the general store, quieting them while you make a silent exit.
Sounds very street smart.
Yeah. You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpsters behind Winnie's diner.
Thought you weren't gonna show. Here I am.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Here I am.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time to talk, especially with you. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss, and the other guys are all riled up. They're taking action. They're talking action. If they saw me out here with you, they'd think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just ask.
Okay. Let's ask all the questions.
Yep.
What kind of action are people talking? Isaac glances around nervously.
Talking about a strike, but you didn't hear it from me.
So, Tabitha was dating an employee?
Yeah, it wasn't the first time either. I knew some of the other fellas she dated. They said she was the coldest woman they'd ever met.
Yeah, well, that's because I don't think she actually likes them. I think she just is required by something to have a baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had a habit of dropping him a few months in before picking up the next poor son of a bitch who fell for her wiles. Guess us coal boys are pretty desperate. Especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You never know if you're gonna be the one who lucks out, locks down that old family wealth. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky.
Wayne's not missing. I keep running into him.
But why wouldn't he come tell me he's alright? I mean, to be fair, I don't think he's alright.
I don't think he's all right, yeah.
Where is he staying? Why is he hiding from everybody? It just doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man man you think is Wayne is really him.
He's all goopy now.
I mean, that or the second one, I'd say. Those are the two that are
I
most
mean, I don't think
information.
he's all right.
Yeah, but the other two are actually, like, communicating
Yeah,
information.
yeah, that's true. Did he have a condition of some kind? A medical condition?
No, he was fit as a fiddle. Built like a brick house, too.
Uh, okay, well, let's explore. Why would he be following me?
Damned if I know. I didn't even know you existed until yesterday. I suppose Tabitha could have told him about you, so maybe he's trying to get to someone close to his ex? Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne could be broken by someone like her.
Did anything happen to him at the mines? Find any weird stuff? Uncover anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered?
No, I don't think so. The few shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest.
Do you think Tabitha did something to him?
Yes, I do. That, or maybe Furlan. I don't know what it would be, but something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Furlan's death, almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant miner had gone missing.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Do
Okay, I'd say, did anyone think there might be a connection, or do you have any theories?
I think let's go with do you have any theories? Do you have any theories?
I figured he was dead. I guess I'm not so sure now that you say you've seen him. But sure, you could say I got a couple of theories. Maybe Tabitha tried to break it off. He didn't take it well, and it ended in him getting off. Or an ex of hers got involved and offed him out of jealousy. Could be he stole his jacket, and that's who you've been seeing.
Hmm.
I hope he's just wandering around, like you say. But I'm not convinced.
What was he like?
He was a light-hearted kind of guy, always joking around on the job. Amazing fella to grab beers with. Not keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shifts once that relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart, but he was a good friend. Closest one I had.
Oh, poor Isaacs. Isaac
Yeah,
sighs, taking one last long drag of his cigarette.
I appreciate you coming by to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you told me, but I'm glad somebody is looking into this. Seems like everybody else was perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug.
Isaac tosses his cigarette butt.
Goes without saying that you better not go telling anyone we talked. And if you see him, or whoever it is pretending to be him, tell him his buddy is worried about him, alright?
Isaac's
I feel
heads
bad
back.
for Isaac.
I do too, yeah. Isaac's
And
heads back
also,
inside, and you find yourself alone again. Yes, sorry, what?
I also think this is one of the strongest pieces of evidence that there is no way that that is the original Sam Wayne. No way whatsoever.
Yeah,
Like,
from everything. Well, yeah, he's not like
I think
lighthearted or
something's
anything.
piloting Sam Wayne's body.
And you think he's a zombie kind of thing?
Yeah, well, not necessarily a zombie. I think, like, the entity that lives at the house, maybe.
Okay.
Some kind of something else is piloting the body.
Right, but I think the body. Like, do you think the body started out dead or alive when it developed a pilot?
I don't know, because, like,
Right.
honestly, I would say my guess would be dead just based on the state of decay, but, like, it is also possible that he was alive and his body is just rotting because of the influence of whatever is riding it.
Yeah, that's. I'm just like not sure. It is so weird.
Yeah, no, it's creepy.
Yep. Do we text Tabitha? We do, right?
Yeah. We want her to like us, and also we want, and part of making Tabitha like us involves an excuse to not hang out with her so she won't be sad that we didn't hang out with her. And if we
Right.
text her about the strike, she'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna go
I
deal with
gotta
it.
go to
I'm
work.
gonna.
Yeah. You pull out your phone and send Tabitha a warning text about the strike.
Are you serious? On top of everything else I have to deal with. Who told you? Where even are you? Wait, is this a prank? Did Stella put you up to this? I like the third one here.
Yeah, this one. My sources are confidential. If you want good info, they'll stay that way.
Fine. Thanks for telling me. Good to know where your loyalties lie. I was hoping we'd get to spend a little time together this morning, but have to stay ahead of this. See you after work. Stay out of trouble.
Looks like hanging out with Tabitha is off the table for now. Okay, let's go check in on Oscar. Yeah! The library is empty. Only Pixel is here to greet you at the front desk. However, you can hear Oscar's animated voice echoing from deeper in the library. You follow the sound of his voice, navigating through the shelves and making your way to the back of the library. You glimpse him through the open doorway, alone in a back room in the midst of a video call.
I hope the food isn't too bad.
It's been okay. Rosalina doesn't seem to mind. She's...
They keep bringing me Jello. I love it here, but Dad, I miss you. When are you coming back? The nurses just need to make sure your living situation is all squared away. Then I'll come get you, Rosa. Just a few more hours.
Hey, is that... Oscar practically jumps out of his skin as he turns and sees you.
Oh, hey, streamer. I didn't hear you come in. Oh my gosh, put her on! I think she wants to talk to you.
Oh boy.
I kind of love drugged up Rosalina. This is adorable.
It's true, it totally is. Also, okay, so hang on a sec. This is like where they've been staying, right?
Yup.
This is totally an urn, right? I'm assuming, like, this is somebody's dead relative.
Looks
Is there
like.
anything else weird in this room? I don't think so, right? Yeah, it's
Doesn't
just
look like it.
hot plate food, a camp bed. All right.
I think
Sh-
friendly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Hi, Rosalina.
You saved our lives last night. You're like a hero. I owe you big time. I should bake you a cake.
Oscar turns to whisper to you.
She's on a lot of pain meds right now.
She's been talking about baking you a cake all morning. But for real, thank you so much for coming back for us. I don't even want to think what would have happened without you there.
Dang, doctors stole my foot! But don't worry, I'm gonna get it back. That's my foot. Can't just take my foot. Oh, honey.
Hmm.
Take care of her for me, okay, Alexis? I'm gonna be back in just a few hours. Rosa, be good while I'm gone and get some rest. I don't want to go home. They give me unlimited Jello. It's great here. And I can't leave till they give me my foot back. Oh, honey. I'll make sure to stock up on Jello. I love you, Rosa.
Bye, Mr. Gutierrez.
That was precious.
It
I've never
really
seen that
was.
conversation.
It really was. I need to bake you a cake. Oh my
So
god.
adorable.
She is so high right now.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Oscar sighs as he hangs up the phone before looking up at you with a tired smile.
Hey, streamer. You're here early. Anything I can help you with?
Okay, I think we
Honestly, I like to
explore.
explore there.
Yeah. Are you asking me if I need help? You're the one going through it right now.
That's true. I guess it's just force of habit. Asking people if they need help, that is. Let me try that again. What brings you here, streamer?
Let's see. I think... Okay, we're not just gonna hug him.
I think the top one works.
Yeah. I wanted to check in on you.
That's very thoughtful of you, streamer. I think I have a handle on things right now. Still, I wouldn't mind some company while I get the room together. I was hoping that I'd be able to deal with our ghost problem before Rosa was discharged, but they apparently need her out of there today. I suppose it gives me something to do to feel useful, but this isn't a place for a child, and especially not one recovering from a traumatic injury.
Okay,
I would love to know the answer to that first one.
Yeah. She's coming home today? Why are they discharging her so soon?
I thought it was odd too. It just doesn't seem right. Not after the kind of trauma she went through. But it sounds like there was some big bus crash last night. They need the beds, and supposedly there's not a lot they're doing for her at this point that can't be done here. It's not what I would have done, but I hope they're right. Scarlet Hollow curse!
I'm sorry, did you say a bus crash?
That's all I know. There was some big accident north of here, and it's pushing the local hospitals to capacity. What a week.
Let's see. Nothing with stuff.
2 or 4 are my votes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. All the more reason to get to the bottom of your ghost problem tonight.
Exactly. The most important part of her recovery is providing her with a safe, comfortable environment, which I should have been doing in the first place. But better late than never.
Okay, let's... do we want to ask about her mom or the two of them?
Ask him about their relationship first, I'd say.
Okay.
That feels like an end of the conversation question.
Yeah.
I think the top one, the second one... I kind of feel like the third one's obvious.
Yeah, this one is the
fourth
one.
one is a little self-recriminatory, I don't know.
Yeah, but also, like...
Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't get them out of there faster, Oscar.
No, you heard her on the phone. She's thankful you did what you did. And so am I. It's hard to even think about what could have happened last night if you hadn't been there to help.
Let's go with she sounds like she's doing well. Rosalina sounds like she's doing well, all things considered.
I don't think she even realizes what's happened yet. We'll have to see how she takes things once the painkillers wear off. I don't know how I'll be able to comfort her when or if it finally sinks in. How can I? I have no idea what that's like. They didn't put this in the How to Be a Supportive Dad manual the hospital hands out after every birth.
No, but they probably should have set you up with, like, a counselor and a counselor for her and at least pamphlets. Right?
Absolutely.
Which
But,
sounds like they're not doing any of.
Yeah, the hospital is definitely falling down on the job, and also probably the Scarlet Hollow curse.
Yeah. I think the Scarlet Hollow curse part here is like things arrange themselves to shove you back into Scarlet Hollow if you
Yes,
somehow have to leave briefly.
that is exactly my thoughts as well.
So I sort of wonder what happened to Vivian and how she was able to, like, leave and have a child and all that stuff.
You know, I've been wondering if there are two possibilities that I can think of. One,
Mm.
Sybil did something.
Mm.
And two, the fact that she was a twin.
Ah, she was a spare.
Yeah.
That's possible. That's true.
And I mean,
And
if we trust what Sybil says in episode 4, if you talk to her, she says that Vivian seemed super scared when she found out she was with child.
yeah, and we don't talk about who exactly, like, knocked her up either. So,
Yeah, that is absolutely not known.
yep. And then we hear all about Reese, and that just makes everything so much potentially worse.
Yeah, but, you know,
Yeah.
the character you are playing does not seem to be able to transform into a strange monster, so probably was
Yet.
a human father. Probably.
Yet. Maybe. All right. Well.
At least we can be pretty sure it's not Wayne because, like, or the entity riding him, because I don't think that they would
wrong
enable
ages.
their options if it was.
Yes. Also, just wrong
Black Tabby is
ages.
very big on that.
Yeah.
No,
You can...
no incest. No, thank you.
Yeah. You cannot romance Tabitha, despite a lot of people apparently being into that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that I can kind of see where that comes from, because, like, if you don't let yourself get into the mindset of your character as a character, and you just are like, Tabby's great and I'd like to date her, and
Yeah.
you don't really think about the context.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, and in fact, like they said in the Discord, they are perfectly happy with people saying that they, the player, have romantic interest in Tabitha. They
right.
just don't want anyone shipping the cousin.
Right. Should we talk about how Oscar is handling this? I feel like that's what we should actually say.
Yeah.
Ooh, keen eye. Yeah, I'm just gonna check if there's anything else, but nope, that's the one. You don't have to carry this weight by yourself, Oscar. The ghost in the annex, what happened to Rosalina, none of it is your fault. Other people can help you shoulder these things. Other people want to help you shoulder these things.
Thanks, streamer. It's been just the two of us for so long that sometimes I forget we're not alone in this town. I appreciate the reminder. Now I just have to take it to heart.
Okay, now is time to ask about why it's just been the two of you. I like the second option.
Yeah, I like second option. Definitely not third option.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with second.
Oh, excuse me. And the first one is just like a little bit presumptuously weird. If it's not rude to ask, where's Rosalina's mom?
It's not rude, especially at a time like this. If Rosalina had two parents, I wouldn't have had to put the responsibility of staying with her at the hospital on her little friend. I could have stayed by her side while the other parents set things up back here. But that's not how things worked out for us. Rosalina's mom wasn't ready for them to be that for her. She thought she was, but that didn't last. I can't really blame her. We were both too young. Neither one of us was really ready for that kind of responsibility. But that's all ancient history now.
I sort of assume Oscar was like, I don't know, 20 when Rosalina was born.
I was assuming like 19. I don't know why that age stuck in my head, but
yeah, or maybe even younger.
It was like too young. Like it was a accidental. We were just silly teenagers and accidents happened.
Well, so it's the question of like, how old do we think Oscar is? Like I was basing. Right, so it had to have been
early
okay.
30s.
Okay, so then yeah, he had to have been somewhere between 17 and 20, right? Because Rosalina is 13. So okay. Yeah, so like just barely out of high school, sort of like not super dangerous, but kind of stupid
Yeah.
time to do that, which matches what Tabitha implied. Okay.
We haven't spoken in years. Last I heard, she'd married a lawyer and moved into a big house up in Ohio somewhere.
Oh, so she gets to leave.
Yes, because she wasn't. I think she wasn't originally from. No, actually, that doesn't make sense. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yep.
No, but he did leave to go to school, so actually, maybe he met her first year of college or something.
That's true.
And then the curse hit him, but didn't hit her.
Right. That makes sense too. Yeah, and we know that he was here for his schooling because he knew Vivian when he was a small kid and she was like in high school.
I. I guess I should tell her what happened. Though, I don't know. I've never known how to navigate this whole situation, other than doing what I can to be two parents for my daughter. It's a little tempting to say that, but I don't think Oscar needs that right now.
Yeah, okay, this is just mean. Um, I feel like the
I think
email.
the middle road option is a good one.
Yeah, the email one. Yeah. An email couldn't hurt. If she doesn't see it, at least you'll know you tried.
That's probably a good idea. It's not like I even have much beyond an email. She changed her number 8 years ago, and I'm not even sure what her last name is anymore. If she doesn't check her college email... Hey, there we go.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
If she doesn't check her college email address, you're right. I can say I tried. Let's find out more about the haunting.
Yeah. Tell me about your haunting.
Oh, yes, of course. The haunting.
Oscar gets a distant look in his eye.
It started with the floor bleeding in Rosalina's room. And before you say anything, it wasn't rusty water and it wasn't wine. It was blood. AB negative, actually. I couldn't believe what was happening, so I ordered a kit online to test the stuff.
I wonder if that's going to be important. Oh, we should see if when we get to the death records, if we find out anything about blood type on them. I don't remember.
Fair.
Like, I don't think it said it in the text, but there were images.
It might be that the type isn't relevant so much as that it registered on a blood type test.
So it's a human blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's put a flag in that to see if. Yeah.
And then I started seeing the figure. I could never get a good look at it, but I knew when it was there. There was just a feeling I'd get, like someone was about to stab me in the back, and I'd turn around and see a flash of someone leaving the room. Just enough that I knew that there had been someone there. Just thinking about it makes me want to hide under the covers.
Oscar pauses, lost in dark recollections.
Clearest look I ever got was one night when I was coming back to the house after doing some reshelving. I saw it plain as day, standing in her doorway, silhouetted like there was light shining behind it. I couldn't make out the face, obscured in shadow as it was. I thought I heard it say something, a name I couldn't quite make out. It sounded like a question, like it was asking if I was that person. Well, we know what the name was.
Yeah. And we know what it was reenacting.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Then its head caved in.
He's reliving that moment with vivid clarity. You can see the hair on his arms standing on end as he pictures what it looked like in the doorway.
That was the last night we stayed in that house. Honestly, legit. Like,
Yeah.
hearing that, I'm like, yeah, that's a good reason to be like, holy shit, that is a not okay ghost.
Yeah.
As soon as that thing disappeared, I got Rosalina out of there, and we've been in the library ever since.
Could it be a gas
Top
leak?
two are like, no, we've seen enough to be pretty sure.
Yeah. Uh, means it can be punched. Okay, let's start with have you considered moving?
Yeah.
I think. Have you considered moving out of the house, out of the town, maybe out of the state?
There's just not enough money to move anywhere. I have student loans to pay off and a kid to raise. It's not like we have a lot of disposable income. We get a good deal on this place, much better than the markup the Scarlets charge non-minors for their housing. No offense to your family, but your cousin owns most of the houses in Scarlet Hollow, so our options are pretty limited. It's either buy a dilapidated homestead out in the farms, get fleeced by your cousin, or spend money we don't have to move someplace new, which also comes with the bonus of separating Rosalina from all her friends, all over a ghost we aren't even sure is real. So we come to the fourth option. Get rid of whatever is haunting the annex and keep saving for Rosalina's college fund until she's able to leave this place for good. And she's at the right age that maybe by the time this week is over, she will have the freedom to go to college and such.
Yeah, maybe.
Because maybe we will break the curse by the end of the week.
It's true, or everybody will die. Like, that's also an option.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
What was the first one?
so it's the two
Oh,
we don't want to ask. And then,
I mean, I don't think we would know he grew up here yet.
yeah, I think we want to ask both of these. Did you grow up here?
I did. I was raised by two loving parents just a few doors down. May they rest in peace.
Oh my god, somebody in this town had two parents.
Yup. But not anymore, which is unfortunate, actually, because now that I think about it, if either of his parents had been alive, they really could have helped him.
Yes, that's true.
They came here to work in the mines before I was born. I went off to college, planning to never come back, but it didn't take long for me to find my way back here. This time with a granddaughter they could dote on. They loved Rosa even more than they loved me, I think.
I'm glad that they got to, like, help him in the beginning at least.
Yeah, no. I'm sure that was like really good for all of them when she was a baby.
Yeah.
But it's just us now, our little family of two.
Okay, we're not asking about a gas leak, but,
And honestly, I think he just explained, like, he came back because of Rosalina. Probably because he wanted his parents' help.
yeah, do we want to confirm that, or not really?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. If you managed to leave for college, how did you ever wind up coming back? You should have stayed gone.
That was the plan, but this county did a big education push back when I was still getting my master's. Library jobs are more difficult to find than you'd think, and this one basically fell into my lap. Scarlet Hollow curse!
Yep.
Doing something kind of nice for once.
Yep.
Gave them a library job. The county subsidizes rent, we get a whole house to ourselves, and until a few years ago, Rosalina's grandparents were here to help take care of her. It seemed perfect, and for a little while it was. But I suppose nothing lasts forever.
Okay, time to talk about punching.
So it sounds like actually, like, Rosalina did get to grow up with her grandparents.
Yeah.
They died a couple years ago.
Yeah, which is nice.
So that must have been a godsend for, like,
yeah,
single, like, 18 or 19-year-old dad, like, with a baby to raise on his own. I'm really, it's really nice to hear that his parents were still in the picture.
Yeah. No, very, very true. All right. I am doing the powerful build thing.
Well, specifically that they were still in the picture and that they were happy and that they loved their granddaughter.
Yeah. Although the timing is weird, right? Because he said that they were doing this when he was getting his master's, which you need to be a librarian, which means that he and Rosalina were kind of either were on their own for a couple of years while he did undergrad and grad school, or when her mother left. It's true, but also, like, when her mother left, it could have been like when she was 3, not the second
Oh,
she was
that's
born.
true, actually. Yeah, because he did specifically say that there was
It
a
did,
time where she thought she would,
yeah, and it didn't last
and then
long.
maybe, so maybe she was around for like, yeah, like you said, the like baby toddler years, and then was just like, I can't do this,
Yep,
and
and
left.
just as he was like, "Oh my God, how am I going to do this?" This thing fell on his lap. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do punching. So it has a body. That means it can be punched. I'll solve your ghost problem real quick.
It would be nice if it wound up being so simple. I suppose it's not beyond reason that it's just some guy in a costume trying to chase us off the property. A rival librarian, perhaps, trying to scare us out of the annex so they can take over the librarian gig. I mean, man, with how high demand library jobs are, I wouldn't put it past someone.
I am not sure it's quite that high a demand, but yeah.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't something I'd try for a good enough job, and it's a much easier pill to swallow than proof of the afterlife. But either way, with arms like yours, I'm sure you'll give this ghost a run for its money. I don't even think the undead stand a chance against biceps like those.
Oh
We got
my.
guns.
Your phone buzzes in your pocket.
Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day! Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. And you can text, I'm already there.
Yep.
Meet y'all there.
I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird slash foggy morning. Wild that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. As if on cue, you can hear the faint sound of other people in the library somewhere back towards the entrance.
Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. With everything that happened last night, it just slipped my mind. They're probably going to start setting up soon, and I'm barely decent.
Uh,
I'm sorry, I am silently.
I, should we?
I don't know. I think that's a little much.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it
Uh,
really matters what he wears.
yeah, that's a good one. I don't think it really matters what you wear.
You're probably right. I suppose I'm mostly making excuses for myself. I just don't feel like mingling with any townspeople today. I'll just make myself scarce. I'll see the mayor some other time. Rosalina's going to be sad she missed him, though. She loves the mayor. You'll have to ask about why everyone's so jazzed,
Yeah,
because I don't think we know yet.
no, we don't. Why is everyone so jazzed about meeting the mayor? Oscar chuckles.
People think he's cute, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't agree. But if you want to know my opinion, these little meet and greets are all about publicity, not meeting the public. It improves the image of the town in social media posts, that sort of thing. Every now and then it'll blow up online and folks will come visit Scarlet Hollow to catch a glimpse of the mayor. I suppose it doesn't hurt to have through traffic. I don't want to seem cynical or anything, but it does feel rather calculated. I'll leave you to it. We can catch up later. Oh man, he went through that entire thing without ever telling
Yeah,
our character.
yep. It's time to meet the mayor. Okay, so it's 8:22. I have a hard
Yep.
stop at 8:30, so I was like, this sounds like a good stop point. Let me save. Yeah. Poof, we have saved. Um, but yeah, I think this is a good stopping point, and I think we're doing this again in some sort of scheduled manner sometime soon. I
Following it up.
Yeah, I'm like so bad at calendars.
I'm not sure if we have another one on the calendar, so we should talk about that after stream, but we will be continuing this.
Yeah, I for some reason I thought we
I think
did.
maybe this was I think we scheduled out a couple weeks, and this is the end of our scheduled out.
Oh yeah, that's that might be it. Yeah. Okay, so we'll need to schedule more. But other than
But
that,
we will return.
yes, we will, because we have more of this chapter and then all of chapter 4, and someday we will have chapter 5. But yes, meanwhile, I gotta run, and we'll see folks later.